Hello class, my name is Javier Angel, and for the last 12 weeks I have been interning at Code 3 Athletics. So for those of you that don't know, Code 3 Athletics is a CrossFit gym located in Torrance, California. Seeing that my major was business management, I figured that by going to one of these smaller businesses or smaller gyms, if you will, over the global gyms, it would actually show me and teach me ways of staying afloat and how to really maintain and manage your business when your competitors may be a little bit bigger. Code 3 Athletics is, again, a smaller CrossFit gym in the area, and prior to that, it was actually just an idea. CrossFit was just arising about 3 years ago, and two gentlemen, Daniel and Mark, actually the co-owners of Code 3 Athletics, came up with the idea to kind of really go out of the norm of the big global style gyms and kind of create their own idea of what CrossFit gym should be and would essentially look like. Next, I have an interview with Daniel Wu where he describes the transition of from where they started to where they're at now. And so, yeah.
So right now we have a 5,500 square foot facility. We're located in Torrance. This is our second location. We've since moved. We moved about a year and 2 months ago from our original location, which was 1,700 square feet. Currently have about 160 members, and our rates range between $150 to $200 per month, depending on the length of the agreement that folks sign up with when they start.
Typically, all CrossFit gyms within the area are very small locations. To stay competitive, they have to figure out where the best locations would be for their gyms, as well as their set prices, whether it be weekly, monthly, or yearly. Not only are these CrossFit gyms competing against each other, but the big global style gyms as well. When first meeting, Daniel and Mark didn't just have the idea to create a CrossFit gym out of nowhere. They both had years of experience, and then when came together, thought of the perfect idea and the perfect timing, really, to start Code 3 Athletics. Next, I have Daniel Wu emphasizing how important it was for both of them to have their background in a health and fitness corporation.
So I met my business partner Mark at 24 Hour Fitness. I was a fitness manager and he was a club manager. We had been working in the corporate fitness world for a couple years, and as you might expect, it was not very fulfilling. There's a lot of stuff that we had to do that didn't really drive us. And we found CrossFit. We started getting into CrossFit training and realized that it just wasn't a good fit in terms of the goals we had in terms of getting people in shape. The facility made it just impossible to train like that in a corporate gym. So we basically built our own gym, and we modeled our gym based upon what we believed people was the most effective way for people to train, and how we wanted to actually exercise. So that was about 4 years ago, actually almost 4 years ago that we did that. Since then, we've created a competition program, a weightlifting program. So we have a few different things that we offer here, and our goal is to be the best facility in the area, and we're trying to do the right things right now to attract talent, good quality coaches, serious, motivated people who want to train here.
Having that background knowledge in the fitness organization, Daniel and Mark were able to come together to really create their idea of what they believe CrossFit should look like. One of the things that he had just mentioned is that Code 3 Athletics didn't want to only focus on CrossFit, but on weightlifting as well. This being that they would have a general, bigger population that would be more interested in their gym rather than the other CrossFit gyms in the area. A lot of the CrossFit gyms just focus on CrossFit. Daniel and Mark wanted to create a gym that not only focused on CrossFit and your endurance, but your weightlifting as well. Daniel Wu goes on to explain that he believes that the reason why his gym is doing so well over the other CrossFit gyms within the South Bay area would be because of the way his quality coaches teach, and not only teach, but facilitate the gym in an orderly manner.
Yeah, so kind of going off of my previous statement, we have made a huge strive to really attract quality coaching. We think that that's what really separates ourselves from the rest of the area, the rest of the gyms that are out there. So right now we have a CrossFit program, which is our general fitness program. About 75% of our members are involved in that program. They train anywhere between 3 to 5 days a week generally in 1 hour long classes. So every one of our classes are coached from start to finish by a certified instructor. So people get a lot of hands-on attention. They get a group atmosphere where they can be motivated and have fun working out. We also have a competition team, which is a CrossFit competition program where folks train. They do 4 workouts per week, much higher level, advanced, and much more volume. These guys are training for high level CrossFit competition. We currently have 4 members in that program. We also have a weightlifting program called Code 3 Barbell. So about a year ago, we became a USA Weightlifting official gym, and we've since qualified 2 of our lifters for national meets. That is a weightlifting specific program for people interested in just getting stronger, and possible, for student athletes and athletes who want to learn the lifts to get stronger and more explosive for their sport. A couple things that we have on the horizon are we are interested actually in creating a powerlifting program, as well as developing our kids program even more.
The reason I chose to intern with Code 3 Athletics is because they're very innovative. They don't stick to the norm of just creating a CrossFit gym and going off the flow of supply and demand. That was one thing Daniel also taught me. Supply and demand. So many individuals want to do CrossFit, so many people are looking for a way to stay healthy and be active, that they find these CrossFit gyms and new members just come piling in. Daniel didn't want to just accept the people that were looking for CrossFit, but those that were dedicated into changing their lives for a healthier By Daniel providing all these different programs, he not only got those people that were serious and wanted to really focus on their weightlifting or their CrossFit, but he got the parents involved as well, those who wanted their kids to maybe have daily activities to do, or just stay a little bit healthier, or just get a little bit more in shape. Daniel really focused on creating multiple programs so that he could broaden his scope of customers, so that he could have more people not only coming to talk about his gym and coming into his gym, but really turning over a new leaf and enjoying the CrossFit community over the global style gyms as well. An important factor that I learned while interning at Code 3 Athletics was for a business to really do well, it focuses on your community as well. Your community that supports you and that is behind you really shows what kind of business you are and what business you could be in the future. At Code 3 Athletics, they really focus on their community and really being there for each other. Typically at a global style gym such as 24 Hour Fitness or LA Fitness, you go in as a member, do your workout, hour and a half, then you leave right after not talking to anyone. At Code 3 Athletics, everyone knows everyone. Whether that is a good thing or bad thing, you always feel welcome, and not only that, but motivated. A lot of individuals are there to get a good workout in, and by competing with their friends and with others that are really trying to achieve the same thing they are, it really pushes them to not only push themselves, but to push others and effectively just build the community around Code 3 Athletics into a positive one. Another thing that I want to touch up on was actually Code 3 Athletics' marketing style. So they're not a gym that would typically go on TV or really, let's just say, pay for advertising. Code 3 Athletics, Daniel Wu, co-owner, not only does the finances for Code 3 Athletics, but the marketing as well. That was something I actually had the opportunity to do as far as shadow him. He went over all the different ways that he likes to market, and believe it or not, it's all mainly just social media. Daniel Wu focused a lot on Facebook, Instagram, and as many may think that this may not potentially get the masses, this would get the target market that he was looking for, essentially being those who were competitive athletes, those who were looking to train harder, and those that may be in need of something new and something different. Daniel Wu, by focusing on Facebook and Instagram, showed me that these are quick and effective ways and cost-effective ways to really get his brand out there and to essentially get to the masses where he felt comfortable. I decided to intern at Code 3 Athletics not only because I myself am interested in CrossFit, but because Code 3 Athletics really demonstrates how a small business can become a bigger business and hopefully in the future become an even bigger business. Daniel and Mark did a great job with coming up with the idea of CrossFit Gym, and then really not only just sticking to their idea, but changing it along the ways, becoming more innovative with how they really wanted to produce their product and how they wanted to really present it to the masses. Code3 Athletics is a great CrossFit gym in the area. Not only do I recommend you trying it for yourself, but I recommend you talking to Daniel and Mark to hearing the story for yourself. Interning with them has been a real pleasure over the last 12 weeks. Learning a lot about marketing, supply and demand, I know will essentially help me a lot more as I look to move forward with my career, maybe with hotel management or just managing hotels in general. But Daniel and Mark, essentially, they have been the two best co-owners that I have talked to, learned a lot from them, and throughout this internship program. Thank you.